They eventually arrived in a dramatic form. They deliberately decided to storm the Oceanic News today in a dramatic form. To God be the glory from far away United States. They flew in all over me. Happy Salazar. You are welcome, sir. 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 Eventually, that reputed loaded car merchandise eventually arrived the crew of the Oceanic News. The office was I appreciate you, sir. God will elevate you the most, sir. These are the official sponsors. Yes, I told you, these are the official sponsors of the Oceanic News in our kingdom. He deliberately decided to storm our kingdom purposely because of the Ileya festival. And he said, let me come here to come and say hello to those whom we deliberately decided to groom. I told you, he was among the movers and the shakers of our kingdom. He was among those who deliberately, out of his own decisive decision, decided to elevate and took very good care of the Oceanic News in our kingdom here. That is Bra Adelabu Aruna-Obanigba, a compounded egalitarianist from far away United States, who deliberately, out of his own decisive decision, decided to storm our kingdom purposely because of the Ileya festival. And I have told you, I have said it time without number, that the issue of good things officially started when our Nebu Kabesi Ogwaluwaye Odigo Okun Arabaribi, the audacity of hope in our kingdom of Dr. Ajibade Gbadegesin Ogunwoye III, the current chairman of Ondo State Council of Obas. I told you these are the backbones of the movers and the shakers of our kingdom. These are the people that are allowing good things to be materialistically oriented in our kingdom here. You will see the arrival of that definitely loaded of Aruna-Obanigba. That is the Alhaji Kamorudin, yes, Kamorudin Aruna-Obanigba, a compounded car mercantilist in faraway U.S. who has been in the U.S. for more than 4 or 5 decades, and he has dexterously been assisting 99.9% of all our born indigenous citizens in an aggressive phenomenon. I admire the dexterity of that deputy loaded engineer Kalawole Adeleye. Thank you for joining us from far away US again. That is the arrival of Brad Labu. He said, let me come to the studio of the Oceanic News, that is Jídé Tubúbọ, MediaTV here at Arigidi Junction. Yes, purposely because these are the people that vehemently, deliberately decided that the office must not collapse. Yes, he arrived the shore of our kingdom just yesterday. He said, let him come and say hello to the Oceanic News. He's here today, so we will now continue to respect his maturity, his objectivity, and sagacity at all times, purposely because he's among the movers and the shakers of our kingdom. And I told you, these are the people that have been allowing something to be happening. Yes, purposely because Allah is involved in the odyssey of his life. During the Ramadan, he exhibited a bilateral combination of good character. During the Ileya, he vehemently, out of his own decisive decision, I deliberately decided to go to the oldest man in our kingdom, the oldest Islamic scholars in our kingdom. Yes, Olori Oba Ajibade Gbadegesin Ogunwoye III. Greetings to you, sir. Olori King Ebeza. Yes, they said they are coming to the magnificent largest palace in our kingdom, our palace, our king, in our palace, because I told you about Dr. Ajibade Gbadegesin Ogunwoye III go to the throne of his forefathers in the year 2019, and I told you, since the year 2019, come and see how the glory of God has vehemently, continue to be exhibiting in an elaborate phenomenon in our kingdom. So we need to continue to thank all the movers and the shakers of our kingdom. Those who are in Atlanta, Georgia, I told you, Aruna-Obanigba vehemently stormed the shore of Atlanta, Georgia when our cabinet was there. They vehemently took very good care of our Mebu cabinet. We thank all the Osun dynasty. These are the people that have been cooking for cabinet in far away Atlanta, Georgia. Then if we move far away to Australia. Yes, that is where you will see the likes of that everyday loaded nomenclature. Bashebu, yes, Bashebu of our kingdom. That is Dr. Sedimileyin Olabode, a compounded egalitarianist in far away Australia, together with the wife. Yeye Bashebu, that is Betty of Sedimileyin. Those were the people that vehemently, deliberately, out of their own decisive decision, decided to be taking good care of our Mebu Kabiyesi, who exhibited a bilateral combination of good character, while on the throne of his father, Oyebai, yes, Oyebai. Again, brother, I appreciate you, sir. The government of Bukayo, sir, I check again. We are checking my journey on work, papa. One year, oh yeah, look at launch here, you have a launch here. I go pray well as I check, sir. I appreciate you, sir. God bless you, sir. I check again, I will go, sir. I do better. Okay, and it is a thing of more. If you see them, you know them. I told you, our is a great Asiatic city to have produced the likes of this everyday loaded, economically oriented phenomenon, who has been assisting 99.9% of all our born indigenous citizens in an aggressive phenomenon. He told 99.9% of all our born, he said, are you aware? Just yesterday, so we have to thank the likes of Honorable Basi, yes. We have to thank the like of Dr. Latif Ajanaku, and you will see Aruna-Obanigba. That compounded egalitarianism, so they wanted people to be moving forward in an aggressive phenomenon. So I got my heart for him because he believes in what we call laissez-faire administration. Laissez-faire administration. He never allow people to suffer. It's free. You are free to come to his house at any time. No cataclysm, no topsy-turvy, no ugly political shenanigans, no greedy in our kingdom. Purposely because of our Mebu Kabiyesi, of Anuaye, Odigo, Okun-Alabariki, yes, the audacity of hope in our kingdom. Olori Oba Ajibade Warigashi Ogun Editor. Those are the people that are allowing the palace to be moving unexecutively well, purposely because behind every successful man there must be a woman, and who is that woman? That is Olori Olanike, yes, Olori Olanike Ajibade Gbadegeshi Ogunoye, a compounded woman of valor, yes, a compounded woman of valor, a compounded woman of substance. These are the people that have been allowing absolute dexterity to be moving on faster in our kingdom. We are live at the junction here, just directly opposite to the Babakoa. That is where heaven has vehemently decided to come down. Purposely because of Branabu, that is why we are existing here today. He knew the nitty-gritty of how to package all the less privileges to a very higher nomenclature in our kingdom. So I got my heart for him. Olori Oba Olanike Ajibade Gbadegeshi Ogunoye. Yes, sir. Yes, of our kingdom. Thank you for joining us. Kolawole Adeleye, that a Gemonia engineer from far away US, who deliberately stopped over the other time and said so something must be given to so person in an hegemonia phenomenon. So I have to drop my heart for you. I have to continue to respect your maturity, your objectivity and sagacity at all times. That is Engineer Kolawole. For now, me Adeyeri, that compounded political scientist, thank you for joining us here. We have to thank our Mebu executive chairman of our kingdom here. You will discover that if you get to Mobi, nobody can easily park any car anyhow. They say it is an error. If you dress, you must dress well. That is our chairman. That is Elder Temitope tèmi tọ́pẹ́ ọmọláyọ̀ ìdèrò gèdè lọ́ka múra lùkà ẹ̀ má dìka gun àti ọ̀nà mọ̀nà mọ́mọ́. So you will see the heavily loaded Alabu Obanigba Kamorudin, he vehemently allow Islamism to be moving on executively well in our kingdom. So I don't want to disclose all his itinerary today purposely because of the security situation. We are not going to disclose his itinerary, but as everything is going to be going on executively well, I will let you know. So sir, ẹ ní oyè ẹni fẹ́ bá àwọn youth wa wé sà, àwọn youth wa kẹ́ni fẹ́ bá àwọn wé gan-an. Esi dọ̀wọ́ youth wa dọ̀wọ́ ma di jolè ma dọ̀wọ́ ma di ẹ̀mí jà kín gẹ́gẹ́rẹ́ wọn. You will see the dexterity and the gentility of a lion who is never a coward. He has been in the shore of the United States for more than 4 decades, and I told you he has vehemently exhibited a bilateral combination of good character. That is why we said we needed to continue to respect his maturity, his objectivity, and sagacity at all times. God bless you, sir. And we are live here at the Oceanic News, where heaven has vehemently decided to come down today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us here. For like me, thank you for joining us. Okay, Olórí Ọmọ, thank you for joining us. God will continue to bless you. Thank you for joining us. This is just the preamble. Thank you.